The monarch, who is Colonel-in-Chief of the Royal Tank Regiment, presented them with a new standard in St. George's Hall at Windsor Castle in Berkshire. It comes just 2 days after her 6th great-grandchild was born into the world, weighing 8 pounds 7 ounces. Kate and Prince William welcomed the new prince into the world on St. George's Day. Delivering a speech today, the longest reigning monarch paid tribute to the efforts of the Royal Tank Regiment as she presented the unit with a new standard. As Colonel-in-Chief of the regiment, the Queen hosted its soldiers and officers at Windsor Castle and told them their reputation for hard work and ingenuity endures. The Queen highlighted the unbreakable connection that has existed between the sovereign and the Royal Tank Regiment since her grandfather, King George V, visited trials of early tanks at Elvedon in Suffolk in July 1916. She told the servicemen, who were joined by their partners, "Of course much has changed since 1916. Technology has evolved, and the regiment with it, but the regiment's reputation for hard work and ingenuity endures, and the bond within tank crews, within squadrons and within the regiment remains undiminished. The standard is the symbol of that bond between the men and women who serve in the regiment and of your allegiance to the sovereign and to the nation. It bears the place names of the regiment's hard-won battle honors and, in an increasingly uncertain world, it serves to remind us of the sacrifices which have been made in the past on behalf of the nation." A standard, or regimental flag, was originally used as a rallying point on the battlefield to help troops avoid becoming disorientated by the fog of war, and today have great symbolic value. It was consecrated by the British Army's Chaplain General, Reverend Drive David Coulter, before the Queen presented the standard to the regiment in Windsor Castle St. George's Hall. The Queen was presenting her 4th standard to the regiment, which was forwarded during the First World War and since the Second World War has deployed to almost every major conflict. She added, "Since the regiment's birth, only the monarch has presented a new standard, and so now, a century later, I take great pleasure in presenting you with your new standard today. As we look forward to the challenges of the regiment's next 100 years, I wish you, together with your families, the strength and fortitude to succeed in all you do, as those who have gone before you have always done." In 1960, the Queen presented the first standards to the regiment. She recalled that King George V had seen the first tank demonstrated in 1916, and as the regiment's first Colonel-in-Chief, he embodied the Royal Tank Corps into the regular army in 1923. Since 1960, the 92-year-old has twice presented new standards to the regiment, in 1985 in Sennelager, Germany, and in 2008 at Buckingham Palace.